This is Wadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Yama munyina kwaba Evamra Wadu TV so. Na unu say save bi ababonten. Save na ababonten no chere. Afi abato no de obedi nkunimo. Ujudi say why? Oh yes. Afi abato no. Save na ababonten chere say Mahama is winning 52% straight. Oko Bawumia 41. Alan yes 1.5 is the same. Na chedan so ho. Asana omo maka no so etino that dey adona ayedin papa ayedin dey Bawumia any MPP amayokolo na revelation Captain Smart show so na openye a omo eboa yem yes asave no wo cheche mu de ntia ekoba ne sa na enkoyesi bia omo ebum timi keke no be kai na mum bibia mu yes save ne dia Sabini and telling na wotimi ache now Captain Koswa ne lawyer ba ko din komo no bisan say ya mamra na kasa no amanfo kasa mamre ye wose ye mun sakraye e wose ye visit the law again even former president Kufuor Kraka no bisan say emra na pass mistakes bibre mu a e wose sisi ye hwe ne ye correct ne ye nneoma ye woma na wose yampa oh yes emra ne de e wose ye sakraye wo e betima ba kranka sesa no kranka yi na yankohwe ankomotwetwe koso ene dia odin kunim afia batomo
na bibia bokode e
nyamna dum
Openi Musa Dakwa info analytics openi a odano wo yanhwehwe mu bebre efa abato ho na menya ne ntese enne kura no mu release mu latest survey
na enukre anache
okay ansa na me do be kwasem poten panti e ma me frɛ wo no boye nkoma wo de anim den na musa hu ye
you me that thing akwanya yi ubekaya we national telephone tracking pool ye no every week bia na week etwe mu no ye ni nipa 2068 in a day kita ho a telephone so across all the regions are Ghana. And interviews between 28 October and 2nd November. These 2068 voters now.
You have just 1 minute remaining.
That's right.
You can dial *506.
Bibi. And now we can national security on survey no. Now we can't survey no asem make capito.
Na survey no omo fan region bia. We will start with Greater Accra region. We national security for nekan. Eti amayo for na kasa mo mem ha.
Na emba bontin say de bia mo ye.
Wo mo mfa mba bontin.
Na we dey just say wa akoya akohwie ko.
Say ya sembeni. Wo ho sa na we ya bete ho kakra. Wo ho sa na we ya bete ho kakra. Wo ho sa na we ya bete ho kakra.
Na like drops of.
Because 2004 national security for year wo mo survey no mo ka say 56% na je Kufuor nyae no. Otwene mu tan onya 55 kura. I say how? From 56 onya 55 wo say there be. Na 54 so wo say
David.
O man benen number 52 ho. Eko. Afeni na yem hyehyem because wonya dru 52 na oti aban mu a. Na ya asem. But then pie ba na yenim. National security for survey ni kire say MPP be lose Greater Accra. Asembeni. It is ofa omo survey no na uko page 12. What is there? They say after some we all the constituencies in Greater Accra. Seat yes safe pa no de party ne betumi akoda. No pa onye campaign. But betumi anwene e Greater Accra region. Honorable Patrick Buama constituency. Asembeni. It's MPR. According to National Security Survey, no, or no, probably to me ada. asembia ni ne ho obetimi at that time openo na ja sorry no akokasa kakra ono
de
ne constituency okay question ono pe but other seats ni na ho nhya da nyo even though mbe win bi but presidential according to national security the MPP will lose the Greater Accra region.
Obi comment or say Atija.
They will lose the Greater Accra region. Now, Openi Musa Dakwaba, Yebe Uremu Ye, na for yet me, Ababai Enumu. It's we will look at the chances of Dr. Mahama Bawumia and John Dramani Mahama. Ewo Greater Accra region. Even though the national security says MPP as a party be lose Greater Accra no. Yeah, and nema omu feel say Emma party no be lose no. Eka ho. But sad time here woman. And you be an party no be to be your baby. And one of the things no na inform me the Kukurudu launch of the youth policy and Assemble aha. Aha, and the Kukurudu launch of the youth policy no ebaso and run. It's na osha wa utimi hu say eniema no was said here esibobo efakro. Na Greater Accra region asamba ko mo kan say epona no hofo ni nyina de ansha ebedin ama Greater Accra page 12 13 14 15 and 16 4 pages and now I dedicate a Greater Accra region for the presidential and a parliamentary so and also 4 pages there are 8 pages for Greater Accra region now, according to national security say wo hwe eponano ho ne ba ni na even though nana bie sufficient habo sedenu but still ano one shot eponano ho no the second seater a safe kakra Emma MPP o Greater Accra region Honorable Henry Kote a former Greater Accra regional minister and the current interior minister on only seat no and also a safe kakra on also the seat no a safe kakra it's no Yaba sansa mu yin mu na fe yetimi ababam kama na info analytics for no one national phone tracking polls 2024 polling period on the side of the catch on from 28 October to 2nd November and now omuwie eti enei enei 4th and 4th November and our more adanadi say wo hwe omo report no mu a say wo hwe Dr. Mahama Bawumia Alan Chamatin Cheddar and afi Dr. John Mahama and then one mo phone ni yakase kakra and afi waka gum Kofi Apalu Ayarga Kofi Kurante anyone wa kan ina so anyone wa bom and I watch say week 4 national tracking poll eti sawosha well oka about Ashanti region, Eastern region and then the remaining 13 regions. Now almost say the latest poll by Global Info Analytics between 28 October and 2nd November 2024 shows the ruling party's candidates and the current Vice President Dr. Mahama Bawumia training the leader of the main opposition party John Dramani Mahama 52.7% to 40.1%, nearly a month before voters head to the polls. Nana Kwame Bediako Cheddar, the leader of the new force, attracts 4% of support, while the leader of the movement for change, Alan Kojo Chamatin, attracts 1.5 support. Others are all on 0.7%. Yes.
Jesus say.
Point number 2. Eti mame kwa homa no so na afei Yane eye openi Musada kwa entoaso. Akra kwa babiem. Hayo. I'm say on temenka. Yanko point 2.
Hello.
Yes sir, afede otemenka.
I'm a Timonka.
Very good. What chemu say mo share mo polls na say from 28th October to 2nd November. Patro toaso na yanko.
You started post almost 4 weeks ago. But you had telephone calls on Mondays to Saturday. The report here, interview from 28th, which is the Monday night ceremony, and I did by here on the 2nd November, Saturday. In the Mumia response, I did by
now, sir, we share more survey now. Watch them in terms of percentages. Me kind executive summary, no, paragraph 1 of the executive summary. Mostly the latest poll by Global Info Analytics between 28 October and 2nd November 2024 shows the ruling party's candidate and the current vice president, Dr. Mahama Bawumia, trailing the leader of the main opposition party, JDM, 52.7% to 40.1%, nearly a month before voters head to the polls. Nana Kwame Bediako, the leader of the new force, 4%. Alan Chamatin of the Movement for Change, 1.5%, and all the remaining 0.7%. Chechemu.
You see the kind of hand here. You hear interviews, and you hear almost say, back to Amad, Omuyahe. The check here, no, not 52.7%. Omudie, Ombeto Mama. 41, 1.5, Alan Ombeto Mama. Nana Kwambedi, 4%.
But me position we ye kakra ma ko ni faso ketwa bi so tia konwa so a cheda twa konwa no ko right kakra.
Ena omaka no 0.7%. But here the changes no over the previous week no. Obehu say Mahama accord down 0.5%.
Ascending. Just I wish I'm one kasa mo save na mo ye na. Bible sumi ba kuni amode ye no. Mahama accord from 0.5%. Now what you tell no?
Yes.
Okay, patro me you
0.5%. Bawumia equal soro 1%. Alan 1%. Bedia equal from 0.7%. And Omo Makano so cost nearly 0.1%. But above all, Mama is doing comfortably at 52.7%.
Now I am not calls now moye no. Mo na mo bobo ni pa na mo fra mo na telephone numbers no mo kwaje.
Yo, over the last 2 years, failed service no or failed post no. You know mo share the bia e bi some say on betimi amayen omo number so that be do time bi no ye be from our telephone so na e no mo di nkita ho. Omo a omo pin no omo mayen number. Into over the years no you could bear 14,000 phone numbers MPP4, NDC4, floating voters, other parties, and almost party and so on. It's numbers na using computer random selection.
Okay, and mo put these numbers we na together.
Yes.
It is a mobile fra, and yes, I say group we from on but randomly mo picking numbers na mo afre.
Sanet here. Okay. You catch them say in the methodology no. Say MPP for 35% of the sample. You place calls to a number that will be equivalent to 35% of MPP4 randomly.
Okay. Matia no asana bia no moye survey bia I reflect. Ama you say oh survey we am ye a dead ma ye hu say even though mo the telephone calls na eye survey no but we dey ade the pay say survey na mo de buy no no currently mo de we so aba nipa njindi
Ubekaya MPP primaries Bawumia ne Kennedy Japan. They use the same approach no telephone numbers and the UC in the DSA. You know, any amount projections based on phone call I know. Bawumia benya 58.4% plus or minus 1.9% margin of error. And that would have given you 60.3. At the end, you know, Bawumia 61.4.
All right. Okay, Mame, Yanko paragraph 2 of your executive summary. We said the poll suggests NKB, that is Nana Kwame Bediako, Cheddar, is losing grounds after its astronomical rise in the polls in recent times. The polling average for the fourth week shows JDM on 52.5% and Mahmoud Bawumia 40.2, NKB 4.9, AKK, that is Alan Kojo Tramontaine 1.7, and all the others still 0.7%. Then Pana counter 4, Sir Cheddar, Lucy grounds.
I think over the years, the support base, the very young voters, first-time voters. And in the last few weeks, Yahoo his numbers are coming down. Initially, around 52% on the average. I feel a call 5.2%. I feel a call 4.4%. Yahoo said some of the youth are beginning to abandon him. As what is causing it, I can't tell.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The polls also shows that the proportion of MPP voters defecting to vote for JDM has reduced, and DMD, that is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, appears to consolidate his base, but still lacks behind JDM on party loyalty. Modena a measure party loyalty from your phone call.
You so we see or your MPP ni, and now or my MPP. Now I say Obetu ama Mahama. It means the loyalty and very, very strong. Obiso NDC. Now Tuma Bawumia. It means his loyalty is not very, very strong. What we have seen is in the past, Bawumia was getting 88% of MPP vote. I feel he has moved to 95% in the poll. It means people are being loyal to MPP and therefore voting for him. Only 4% of MPP people are now voting for Mahama, which means that number has reduced. And indeed, we'll compare this poll with the previous one. Mahama is down 2% among MPP who are voting for him. And Bawumia is up 2% among MPPs voting for him. So Bawumia of course, largely came from people who left Mahama and came back to MPP.
I've seen a very interesting twist our executive summary name, and that's on the declaration of 4 parliamentary seats vacant. And on the decision of the Speaker of Parliament to declare 4 seats as vacant, the poll now shows 42% of voters back the Speaker, 36% oppose it, and 22% have no opinion. Then a way be frame.
As posters, they be as you were trending national issue. Whom here say, young fan call opinion poll, young share a man for again. In the week before, not 39% say they support Bagbin, and 40% say they oppose him, and 21% said they had no opinion. But this time, 42 said they support Bagbin. 36 said they oppose him, and 22 said they have no opinion. So you can see, Bagbin now has support of Ghanaians if you look at the poll.
Finally, on the executive summary, I think there's something I see a shiny here. Sir, we share 2000 service a eba bontain ebi fi UK ne ade survey ne ka say 87% of voters say woman make your margin up awie they know where our beto oma bako. In 2004 a reduce year eba 85.5%. And also survey ni chere say woman your margin awie baby on beto oma bako. Then we go to 2008. Survey say ba ye na so chere say 78% of Ghanaians say woman your margin awie edidimi sa bedru baby aye. Now the final bullet point a wo survey ni mo no say 84% of voters say they have already made up their mind. 9% are likely to change their mind, while 7% are neutral. When are we a pollster? So let me ask you this. So what share percentages are making up one more mind in over the years from 2000 ABC would you swear? It looks like say range, 84, 87, 85, 84, 85, 87, that range, which are then accounted for. Which as the people are tired of government, ebia obewie na banya, J Kufo, ebe Rollins ibewie, whether they were tired, Kufo so bewie, no more tired, and Mahama so be kono, na Ghana for breno, Nanado mo so be kwe Ghana for breomo, and I always want to make it up on my mind, percentage is so high.
It's similar to all the patterns that we've seen in the past. Oshia, 65% of voters say the country is headed in the wrong direction. Only 26 and I almost say a right direction. And now Oshia almost say Nanado Abon Humodin as president. 34% pay. 60% pay on Mon Humodin. And then Uba the issue of personal economic condition, 54% say compared to last time or last year, higher worse. So if they are making up their mind, it's because of their perception about maybe on money namno and koye ma on mine. Nanados who are on in their view, and their own personal economic condition has worsened. That's why you see a high number of people saying, they've already made up their minds.
Finally, asemwe mebusa emrebi mebusa mewofa benefsin. So penny survey ya wode ba beto we. Etofa ho a yenye odai. Osrete said there was 3 Captain. And to fa ho team not wa fa ho Pacho say me wo 2024 presidential election 28th October to 2nd November me hu aba green aba blue aba yellow aba red and blue no pan so ye others now we say 52.7% AJDM 41% Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 1.5% Alan Chamatei, 4% Nana Kwame Bedia Kocheda, and a one clean now come in Abumwa, also so 8.7%. Ade we are tofa who are day.
You, Ubekaya, we any a final prediction where the normal pool are here. Your baby blooms are up to 18th November. After 18th November, no. Our own predictions based on the polls November out. And November outer, then you can hold us to account on those ones.
And Pacho, and November dabe.
We're looking to bring it around 28th of November.
All right. 28th November.
Sanity.
And our the final polls in the beba.
Final predictions.
Final predictions.
The predictions will be based on the polls over the period.
Okay.
Now you run a model with that number. Now you maybe a abano see. And I will hold you accountable. And I am 99% confident that the poll numbers will come out.
All right. Ma menda wase openi Musadakwa. Info analytics penny.
Yes,
Barbara. Odo.
Captain. Waja to say tabem.
Ada? Order ponoro.
Ani nyina me kra de ya mayi ya na kwa me bedi aku cheda.
Oteba from nana.
Na whatever from no.
Well,
person na UTC back in a be say o Obama youth no Obama mebru na afede ase. Oya Lucy ground see.
I think say yeah, sane kasa bi no kasa about youth no. Anye youth ne de. Won say won mo nto abada no. So omasu mi omoda de bia ma omasu mi omoda.
What's someone no kakrebi. Omo se lalai oya dada kra.
De bia no ma omasu mi omoda. Sa na omote. Te obi on to abada no. De ote ye the pair wasem no. You don't have to stop. I said 10 bia no reminder no. Na yet to me Eduachi. But say the aquacoyo no say cheddar eba form. It's one shade on year on the 26th October, 2nd November. Yeah. The Ababe told me say Mahama vote to Swati 0.5%. Instead of 53.2, no about 52.7. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia we appreciate 1%. We're free 40, about 41. And Alan Chamaten there apetampe. Nti chase
meeting.
Mahama ne Bawumia omo ye tag of war we twi kakra na we trim kakra na we twi kakra.
We twi we ba from kakra na we so twi we ahode ni bi de kosoro.
Na me ye sure say. Say cheddar 4.7% say about 4%. We lose 2.7.
Chai we gina 4 na.
Won wa aka ni nyina na so.
Ya aka ni nyina gina na 0.7 wana.
Plus. Hey. So 0.1. So what kind of plus 0.1? So what kind of then one so omo edie. I don't know. Enche Ghana yemra kuni constitution yi aya na mate ebinom say oh yen review your constitution no yen bi say yen tro no foforo na yen ne say na nema no bi your constitution mu a ensisi so ne ade wo yemra nim ni pani pai wadaroma your constitution ankasa asem wo ho pa te say de nkrofo kan yi.
Oh, I don't dare papa nye say working. Nye say working constitution dey nye. Ye tro constitution to say ye no ye soro abofo. Aha, saa na yɛtwerɛ constitution no as you say Ghana ko yɛ soro abɔfo. Yɛanhwɛ sɛ in times past no we do so many bad things, all right, in the name of the constitution. Nti na nka wɔ sɛ this time yɛtwerɛ no yɛhwɛ saa nneɛma no paa na yɛde twerɛ constitution no. But yɛn take the most recent one to say you see asɛm a aba kurom Supreme Court judges here for this one all the selection of Supreme Court judges. They are president in sa or nominate parliament. Of course, over consultation with Council of State. Then who say Council of State is not independent. Near President Bekano and a Council of State eka. Omudru parliament Joe Wise Braka opposition for person who oppose Bibia or discuss to table no so now opposition no disappear. Joe Wise can or say Manasseh book no. But say new be ho mo ba be ye no mu opposition wo ha no ma to Jubilee House and class say chare adi we dey NDC fu be opposio nti mo fa camera nti wo be hwe no na ye diskaba na afi opposition na yira nti wo hwe constitution na nya nti president buy one get one free president campaign no di nkunima as president na we nya to me over judiciary because on no be judges na judges so you judges so be yi omo a ombeto amano asemba omadwen ne de ne yekro nti e beka si omo the same philosophical different thoughts the same jurisprudential thoughts nti we design nyema mienu kabuma na omo de yi judges na omo de yi omo nanfofo no under the guise to say philosophy jurisprudence abrofo akese na afi nsem ba na even common sense say da hanoma we na call say they be nya ho na da munnim law na mo dia to be pro say speaker asemia abayi so constitution there was yes stand papa nyoma no also we need a complete overhaul complete change in a lot of things in the constitution I know the nipa be brave in justice doche or retire free Supreme Court cra also akabi say constitution there was yes na yet president the powers no so ama yenya dictator pa unya president on your papa to say Kufuor a when you asem. Of course the other presidents who also they all have issues. But so far no you would say Kufuor nye all the other presidents yeah, of course we at a meals free where okay, I don't like them much, but all of them Kufuor no wa we pa Kufuor dia wa
lawyer so mami musa say ye hu say ye mami akua don coffee mu no emra ne kire say isinjai say all printed ballot papers no enda makomako edu se party na odi anim no ofi mu no so mbe nominate ni pa foforo na so mu nominate but awie asem party ama ye frɛ wo no say ye to 7th December ba wie na se president elect no owu before swearing in date na then e be see
good and because it is not expressly dealt with no osha na say me share constitution na me hu say okase nipa ni wu before a na ebesi ni ha me hu ne sa nti me hu ne sa no then on say lawyers nti ye wo tools ye wo niema ye de ye interpretation nti eno ne ena ya ema ye ko law school so that san niema no na ye ebeboa ye ama ye de adwen what should happen nti me osha because say a vice president no ye name no before the president is elected umusa ni dini aba no so a poll no but it's also true say the vice president is named before the election and a vice president will ultimately vote okay say 2016 Kufuor who say onim economics no dey no say or catch the Ghana fu nyina say Bawumia on a whiskey on a economic whiskey intina or the Bawumia bata no ho as vice president na those days on say chief inti Bawumia no ma lectures or ha on my lectures you be ni say we turn the economy around 18 months 18 months you be do emu ha you be oil poultry bibia so we change the Gadgettsburg economy yen ko to sa any me free amanoni etc. It will say a fully votes. So my point is that because the vice president is a factor when you are electing, the president can be in such circumstances. I say the vice and yes sir, then yes sir constitution into constitutional review and in the assuming say AC, God forbid, before we get to amend the constitution. I think that we should give it to the vice. And yes, sir, I just said if you have a election for fraud, and the constitution doesn't say so, if you have election for fraud, the constitution doesn't say so. Until the time is postponement of election, and the work constitution. But I don't say constitution natural say BBC here, yes, election for fraud. So I am thinking that in that case, then vice president also would.
Now say a constitution no you were adwuma ye power ho.
Yes, because and I see I na pandan can person me say but me court so I've not had opportunity to look because of this constitutional review meaning say some of these questions you've raised they tackle those things. Into that person me file report because meaning say apart from the raise here there were other questions constitutional review commission I was hoping I'll be able to get time to go through and report no soon. But meaning say some of these things around the loopholes they dealt with a number of them. I was in so many meetings. A banner say between who before you close I would call you back because I know that they dealt with some of these things.